after USC Aiken's coach has a talk with the home plate ump. Not entirely sure what that was. Maybe miscalled pitch or something.
Maybe she potentially took too long to step back into the batter's box. Not entirely sure what happened there.
Check with stats to see what they say officially. But for now, Sophie Mooney steps in. And she lines one through the gap. So now Hannah Forehand will step up. She homered in the previous game. A no-doubter over left field. She's got an opportunity to get at least one run here. She can get it into the outfield.
See if she can get back-to-back homers here. Now she's got runners on, too, for this one. So, according to stats, Maddie Perry was out on batter's interference.
Interesting. Hannah Forehand's up 2-0 in the count. Lakin Phillips in the ring. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Elects not to swing, so it'll be 3-1. Good eye there from Hannah Forehand.
If she's walked here, bases are going to be loaded for the designated hitter, Olivia Sinkfield.
Popped up. Hits the railing at the front of the stands here. And ball will be tossed around to an official or a coach, I guess. Given back into the field of play. That one gets onto the street. Might make it down into the sewer, actually. Full count for Hannah Forehand. This one's fouled again.
Forehand doing a good job battling there. Unfortunately, Phillips able to win that matchup.
Yeah. So Olivia Sinkfield will step in. Still 2 runners on. Gonna try and at least get one of them in here. The Nighthawks scored 1 run in the bottom of the first in game 1 today. See if they can recreate that effort. 2-1 for Sinkfield. One chopped to second. It's going to be out number 3. There's nothing doing for the Nighthawks in the first. We'll take a break and be right back with you. Pacers will be up to bat. You're watching softball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
How do you create something that's different than everyone else? You do it differently than everyone else. Here at Copeland Creative, we specialize in telling captivating stories of wild people, wild things, and wild places. We don't just capture the story, we immerse ourselves in it. We are a diverse, multi-talented media house based in North Georgia, and if you have a story that needs told, we want to help you tell it.
Greatness. Greatness is defined as striving to succeed. It is giving everything you have to achieve your goals. It's not defined by the numbers of games you lose, the numbers of shots you miss, but it's the risk in failing that will define your greatness. You earn it by showing up early, by pushing yourself every day, by working harder than everyone else. And when you've reached that point of giving up, you don't. Most people are good, others are great. Find your greatness.
Back with you here in Dahlonega as we are getting things rolling here in the top of the second. Still scoreless in this one.
Shy Kane up to bat.
And we mentioned in Game 1, Kane, the leader in home runs for the Pacers. She's got 5 this season, but the Nighthawks did a good job on Game 1 of our doubleheader of containing her.
Grounded to second. Strong hit ball. Fielded well by Hannah Forehand for out number 1. Georgia Blair gets a signal. Ball 1 to Mallory Shaver.
Eberlin trying to continue the trend of success here on the mound for the Nighthawks. She gets the start here in Game 3.
That one's popped deep into right. Mariah Wicker. All too capable. So that'll be an easy out number 2 for the Nighthawks. And now it'll be Skylar Morley. One 1-0. Nighthawks looking for their 20th win if they win this game.
They're undefeated here at home so far this season. What's been a phenomenal run to start this one. Sitting at 19-1.
One and one now for Morley. Check swing is fouled off of, I think, both Blair and the umpire.
Looks like that one may have gotten a piece of the face mask of the home plate ump.
Yep. Deuce is wild. Strong throw there from Heberlin to get the throw in time. So it'll be out number 3. Take a break and be right back with you. You're watching softball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Bryan Properties is a commercial real estate brokerage firm serving Northeast Georgia. Located in nearby Cumming, Georgia, Bryan Properties specializes in commercial real estate along the Georgia 400 corridor. For more information on Bryan Properties, visit bryanproperties.net. The UNG bookstore is operated by Barnes & Noble and is located in the Chastity building beside Starbucks in downtown Dahlonega. Fans and students can visit in person or online at ung.bncollege.com for all your Nighthawk apparel and textbook needs for the upcoming season.
Back with you here in Dahlonega as Sydney Blair is going to lead things off here for the Nighthawks. We mentioned on the previous broadcast, Sydney Blair was named the Peach Belt Conference Freshman of the Week.
Got some basketball players filing in here for the action today. Josie Earnhardt and Lizzie Campbell from the women's team. Frank Champion and his brother Chase Champion from the men's team.
Frank Champion earning that Peach Belt Conference Player of the Year award. So big congratulations to him. Josie Earnhardt also earning a all-team conference selection as well in the Peach Belt Conference. So big congratulations to her.
Hoping to see a little bit more of the men's team in a little bit later this March. Hoping both teams can get a bid this Sunday, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's definitely probably not where both men's and the women's teams wanted to end their bid at a Peach Belt Conference tournament championship, but we'll have to wait and see what the future holds for them as far as their NCAA regional championship odds are.
Strong hit ball to center there, and it's going to be caught for out number 1. And now Mariah Wicker is going to get her first at bat here in game 2. Had 3 RBIs in 3 at bats in game 1 on a base hit and an extra base hit. An extra base hit ended up being a triple. It was nearly an inside the park home run.
She thought about making a break for it for home, but
lucky bounce off the wall said otherwise.
Yeah, Coach Davo had her stop in her tracks over there at third, but definitely can't complain about 3 RBIs.
No, you cannot. Really set the Nighthawks apart. Created some space and some breathing room for the Nighthawks there in game 1.
Last season, I think she was dealing with some injuries last season, so she wasn't able to play as much as she hoped, but this season she's stepping into a bigger role. Seems like she's injury-free, and she has been a much needed boost here for this Nighthawk squad.
Tries to lay down the bunt there, can't make contact, so it'll be 2-2. Two and two for Wicker. One's popped very high into shallow left center. And the left fielder drift under it for out number 2.
That was a nice heads-up play there from Wexler, as Sun is beaten down here in Dahlonega. Some
Absolutely.
softballs could potentially get lost up there.
Still not a cloud in the sky.
As we mentioned last broadcast, it's definitely a complete 180 from the weather we had yesterday evening and afternoon, but
Yep.
that's Georgia weather for you.
Still 66 here this evening, or this afternoon rather, heading into the evening. One and 0 for Georgia Blair. Gracie Mixon awaits on deck should Georgia Blair get a hit here or a walk. That one's hit strongly into left, but doesn't quite get to the warning track. It'll be out number 3. Still scoreless here after 2. We'll be right back with you. You're watching softball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Back with you here in Dahlonega as we're getting things rolling in the top of the third. Still scoreless in this one, but Skylar Morley now up to bat for the Pacers.
Oh and 1. Huberlin off to a good start. Nighthawks defense doing their job. Doing it well. One drops foul. Wicker, Mooney, and Forehand were all on the chase there. I believe Forehand might have been the closest.
That was a great effort there. Unfortunately, it was
just out of diving distance. So it'll be 1 and 2. And Pacers again almost taking out players in their own dugout. It's happened a couple of times this weekend, yesterday and today. And that'll be strike 3. That is Heberlin's first strikeout of the game.
Number 9, Taylor Potts.
She will likely be looking for another one here.
there's been some nice pitching here from Heberlin so far in this one. Definitely continuing that trend that Kristen Davis set in game 1 of our doubleheader.
That one's, ooh. Grounder into right. Wicker was almost able to get that one to Mooney in time for the 9-3 out at first, but
Yeah, Mooney had to come a little farther off the bag there. She wasn't able to get to first in time.
Delaney Heberlin has a 1.46 ERA. Out number 2 here is recorded.
Back up to bat, number 1, Jessica Stanley.
Heberlin is currently 5-0 this season on 24 2/3 innings pitched. '89 at bats against her, and the batting average against her is 191. So,
Yeah, she's definitely been one of the contributors to the Nighthawks having the number one ranked pitching in the Peach Belt this season, because they have 9 shutouts this year, allowing just 60 hits and 36 runs through their first 19 games. And we mentioned during game 1 of our doubleheader, they've outscored their opponents coming into this one 168-36, what's just been a dominant run both on offense and defense.
can't give enough credit to Coach Davenport and the rest of his coaching staff, both on the attention to detail in practice, but also the recruiting that they do, which has led to the long-standing success of this program. So you can see the 2015 National Championship banner here in the ballpark. Deuce is wild for Jessica Stanley. Count's going to run full. Umpire says that one was not in the zone. It's going to be called ball 4.
Number 5, Lauren Wexler.
Now Lauren Wexler will stand in.
Wexler took that shot to the foot in her first appearance in Game 3, but she looks to be all right here.
Heberlin gets ahead 0-1 here. Nighthawks need 1 out to get to the bottom of the third. Outside there for ball 1.
Wexler, another one of the heavy hitters on this Pacers squad. So Nighthawks defense got to play careful here, especially with 2 runners on for the Pacers.
And there's strike 3. Solid inning defensively there from the Nighthawks, stranding 2 of the Pacers runners. We'll be right back in just a moment. You're watching softball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
United Logistics is a veteran-owned and relationship-driven company with a goal of being an integral part of the community, providing safe transportation and shipping solutions, and being recognized as one of the leading providers of transportation nationwide. Visit unitedlogistics.net for more information. Walton & Company Realty is dedicated to serving you with all of your real estate needs. Their team of professionals will help you with everything from transaction coordination, marketing, and representing you as a buyer or seller, and has a goal of making your transaction run as smoothly as possible. For more information, visit waltonco.com.
Back with you here at Haynes and Carolyn Hill Stadium in Dahlonega as Gracie Mixon is going to lead things off for the Nighthawks here in the bottom of the third.
Guaranteed to see Mixon, Lester, and Perry come up this inning. That one's fouled down the left side. This will be 0-1 for Mixon. A little blooper into center there, and that'll be a base hit, so the Nighthawks will have a runner as they come around to the top of the order.
Yeah, Grace able to get that one right in the direction of the UNG logo there on the field.
So now Lester will be looking for her second base hit of the afternoon, or of the game, rather. Madison Cosgrove, it looks like. Madison Cosgrove is going to come into pinch run for Gracie Mixon. Jolie had 2 extra base hits and 2 RBIs in game 1 today. Let's see if she can get some more. Either of those here. That's a strong hit ball into left center. It's going to get to the wall. Cosgrove rounds third. She's coming home. And Lester is going to be out at third. So that'll go down likely as an extra base hit for her and an RBI.
That was a nice job there from the Nighthawks and Julie Lesser to get something in the gap there. Bring the speedster Cosgrove home.
Now bases are clear for Maddie Perry. And the Nighthawks break the scoring drought for both teams so far this game.
We mentioned in game one of our doubleheader, Maddie Perry third in batting average, third in runs scored, and second in the stolen bases in the Peach Belt Conference, as the Nighthawks have players ranking in the top 10 of pretty much every statistical category.
Fouled off there. 0-2 for Maddie Perry. She's going to have some defending to do here. Slap hit to short there. She'll beat the throw. And that'll go down as a base hit. Now Sophie Mooney has a runner to work with.
Nighthawks just loaded with speedsters here on this squad. Had a couple plays in game one of the doubleheader where it looked like it should have been a routine out for the Pacers, but the Nighthawks were able to beat them with their speed.
Another factor that just makes it so difficult to play against this Nighthawk squad is routine plays are not always routine.
You got that right. Sophie Mooney has also been such a great addition to this Nighthawks team. The transfer in from Georgia State. She did some pitching yesterday on the mound for the Nighthawks, earned the win. She's over in at first base here in game 3. So she's definitely a do-it-all player for Coach Davenport.
One of the best kinds of players to have, where you can just stick them anywhere and jack of all trade type deal. Fill in any of the gaps. Pitching, hitting, playing first. Always there when you need them. A line shot there into right. Throw to third, gets over, and now Perry will score and Sophie Mooney will stand at third.
Right on cue for Sophie Mooney.
Number 26, Hannah Forehand.
And head coach Jacqueline Poole is going to want to come over and talk about this one with the infield. They're only down 2, so it's not out of hand yet. That's probably what she's telling them. Just play smart. Don't have to be crazy aggressive or force anything yet.
Phillips is going to have to face off against Forehand here with just 1 out in the inning, and she's got a runner on third and Mooney.
Forehand flew out in the first. Ball didn't quite get out of reach. It was close though. She'll start this count up 1-0. This one's hit deep into center, gets just about to the warning track. So that'll be a sac fly for her. Mooney will score.
Number 44, Olivia Sinkfield.
And now Olivia Sinkfield's going to stand in. Bases are cleared. North Georgia leads 3-0 here in the bottom of the third. And Sinkfield's going to try and keep it going.
Sinkfield 5th in the batting order today for the Nighthawks and at designated hitter.
She also flew out to end the first inning. Had a base hit in the 4th inning of game 1 today. That's all so far. She'll be looking to beef up that resume on this at bat. Of course, she's up 3-0. So unless it's perfect, she probably won't swing. And that'll be ball 4. She'll add a walk to her resume this afternoon. And Sydney Blair will step in.
Yeah, Nighthawks also have some players leading the Peach Buck Conference in walks this season. Maddie Perry's been walked 13 times. Hannah Forehand 14. I can imagine some of those walks for Forehand and Perry possibly intentional, as they're some of the heavy hitters here on this Nighthawk squad.
Mm-hmm. Very dangerous to pitch into the strike zone against them. Blair, Sinkfield out stealing there. So that'll be out number 3. We'll be right back with you. Nighthawks lead 3-0 here on the Nighthawks Sports Network.
Here in Dahlonega, we treasure our history.
We treasure our waterfalls.
We treasure our wine.
But most of all, we treasure our guests.
We are a family.
We treasure our community.
And we're an experience for you to discover.
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 The heart of the Georgia mountains.
The heart of the Georgia mountains.
Discover the heart of the Georgia mountains.
Back with you here in Dahlonega as we're getting things going here in the top of the 4th. Nighthawks able to take a 3-0 lead early here in this one with Ayers up to bat now.
A great play there from Hannah Forehand at second, diving to keep that one in the infield and then turning to make the throw in time.
A great effort play there from Forehand to get on top of that one.
Number 52, Shy Kane.
And now Shy Kane will step in. She's the designated player for the Pacers. She'll decide against swinging at strike 1. That pitch in for strike 2. One more and it'll be Mallory Shaver up to the plate. barring any substitutions. Another one to forehand. And it'll be out number 2 easily. Much easier play there for forehand.
I didn't have to lay out too much for that one.
Now Mallory Shaver. Pops this one up on the right side. It'll be out number 3, Sophie Mooney. The routine catch there. So the Pacers don't have an answer for the Nighthawks' 3 runs, and the Nighthawks are going to have a chance to add to it in just a moment. We'll be right back. You're watching softball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Moore's Lumber and Hardware has proudly served the homeowners and pro contractors of North Georgia since 1946. Located in Dahlonega, our covered drive-through lumber yard provides customers with both quality products and services. Rains Grading, a licensed excavating contractor located in Lumpkin County, provides both commercial and residential grading, hauling, and paving to the North Georgia area.
Back with you here in Dahlonega is Sydney Blair. That's going to be safe at first off of the base hit there.
Sydney Blair is just far too fast for the infield of the USC Aiken Pacers. And now Mariah Wicker steps up. Throws down a bunt there, but it goes foul.
Nighthawks have already registered 7 hits through just 3, or now 4 innings of play. Here as we enter the bottom of the 4th.
No, nobody does it like the Nighthawks. Throw to first, not in time, trying to catch Blair sleeping. Wicker fouls that one off again, so it'll be 1-2.
Got a pretty great crowd here at Haynes and Carolyn Hill. It's beautiful Saturday afternoon. Got some fans over out on the terrace there in the outfield.
Setting up tents and all. Umpire throws up the double peace signs, as Robert would say. We'll see if slap it to third. Throw to second is in time. Like Blair might have hesitated in her decision to just run to the bag or slide into it. Cost her the out. So now Wicker will stand on first, and Georgia Blair will be up to bat. Fouls that one backwards into the net.